Well, hello, hello. It is Latanya Washington here, your customer journey strategist, college instructor, and the owner of The Customer Culture. And so I wanted to answer some questions because I was recently asked the question, can you start a business with no money? My answer was technically no. Now, listen here. You can come up with your idea. What is it that I want to do? What can I offer people? You can do your own marketing research, checking out to see if this is something that may have been successful for other people. Can it be something that people are searching for in the present year and something that people will want in the years to come? Now, that part will not require money. But technically, it's not you starting a business. It is you coming up with an idea, saying and evaluating what that thing is that I can offer people and looking at the market. That's it. That's when you will not need money. However, if you're looking to really start a business and make this thing legal, what are you going to need? You have to come up with a name. Register it with the state, possibly with the federal level, depending on what that type of business is going to be. I'm going to have to be able to develop its website, which means you need that business name. You're going to have to begin to, later on, you're going to have to market the business. You're going to have to come up with what is my information going to be? Do I need to put it out on a social media platform? How am I going to maybe utilize traditional marketing? Well, now it's going to require you to come up with some money. Now, the question then become, how can I start a business from scratch? So even coming up with the business name, making it legal, coming up with your paperwork that you're going to need with your business plan. If you know how to create that on your own, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I just helped a friend out. For instance, they wanted to begin to put together their brochures to market the business. Well, I was able to provide them with the information as a friend. But can you imagine if I didn't know how to do it? And I was just being helpful just to get them started off the ground. Guess what? They would have had to pay someone to actually create the information, then go in and print out the information. Well, that's going to cost money. That's you getting starting out and starting a business from scratch. And so with that, you all, I want you all to begin to realize, in order to really legally start a business, for a business to be successful, you're going to have to come up with some form of money. Now, it may be you starting it out with $100, $150. But as time goes on, you're going to have to spend more money in the business. So now, when we look at what can I do in order to generate money, to put that money back into the brand or put that money back into the business, you can start thinking of different things that you can do. One thing that you can do is, all right, well, maybe depending on the business, once again, I could create tutorials. I could create tutorials and maybe sell them for a nominal fee. I can begin to do things like that. Or maybe I can get a loan. Maybe I can get a business loan, or I can get people to put money into the business, maybe generate some type of collaboration, a partnership, things like that. You have to begin to evaluate once again, depending on the business, what can I do to begin to generate the funds in order to sustain the business? Now, here's the key. Businesses will only grow from money coming in, you obtaining more customers, and you taking care of the customers that you already have because you want that continuous flow to come through. Another thing that you want to be very, very mindful of, love what it is that you're looking to do when it comes to business. Because if it's something that you don't love, you're not going to continue onward. You're going to stop and you're going to look for the next best thing. So make sure it is something that you love. Make sure it is something that you want to do. And then as it begins to build, as it begins to grow, make sure you're also putting money back into it so it can consistently succeed and it can consistently flow. Another thing you want to be mindful of, for a business to be successful, you're going to have to bring people in, because you cannot just be the solo individual doing what it is that you're doing. You're going to need maybe a virtual assistant. You're going to need maybe employees. It could be that you will have, or you need to hire someone that's going to deal with the social media, or the keeping check on the website. You're going to have to look at someone. Maybe you're going to have to bring someone in for sales. Maybe you're going to have to begin to utilize people as customer service. You have to know what it is that you're going to need, which means, once again, you're going to have to be able to pay those things out to people. On top of that, guess what? You have to pay yourself. Let me say that once again. You have to pay yourself. So even when it comes to your product or your service, you're going to have to be able to price it correctly, so you know, okay, I need to put this price tag to this, because I still need to pay for this part. I need to pay for that. I need to pay for the people that I've hired. I need to pay for this. Now, what's going to be as we say, not the gross, but what's going to be my net after that? How much more do I need to put back into this here? And so that's what it is when we talk about the question of, can I start a business without money? Technically, no. You can come up with the idea. You could sit down and write out the offer. If you know how to put together your own business plan, which does not have to be major, you just need to be able to know, what is it that I'm trying to do? What is this company? What is the industry I'm stepping into? But when it's time to really, really start the business, you're going to need funding. You might be able to start out with 100 to 150, $200, but you're going to have to legally have the name, which is, you got to do that part. You got to do the work. All right. So I hope for many of you all that are looking to step out into business, this helps you in some way. Now, remember, we also have things that are coming up that are available to you. You can go to LaTonyaWashington.com. You can go to the List Tour, that is for entrepreneurs and small business owners, where we put together workshops. And as well as there are also master classes that are there for you, as well as for many of you that might be watching this who are looking to have more employees as part of your team. Hey, you need to make sure that there's customer success. And that's where I come in when it comes to the customer culture. All right. So that's it for now. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on any of my social media platforms at LaTonya Washington, or send me an email at ask@latonyawashington.com. I'm here for you. So let's build the businesses, and we can make things happen. We can make things work. We just have to do the work. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.